You think it's a bird?
Hi everyone, I'm a guy that exists, and welcome back to How to Break It, the series where I take an existing commander strategy, give you a list of cards, and show you how to break the game. Today we're starring Alela, Artful, Provocateur. For one generic, I'm walking on sunshine,
This isn't funny anymore, guys.
and Alela, Artful, Provocateur is a legendary creature fairy warlock. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0, and whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. Woo! So on today's episode of How to Break It, our strategy is threefold. We're going to be focusing on combat damage effects, giving our flyers even more anthems to work with, and casting artifacts and enchantments at the same time. I mean, I shouldn't have to mention it, but, Wizards, reprint this card already. Jeez. Also, it's an enchantment, so you get a 1/1 for your troubles. And while there aren't many cards in the game that are both artifacts and enchantments at the same time, the cycle that is in Theros is actually really good for this deck, all three of them. Enter Biden of Thassa for 2 colorless and blue-blue. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. And you can pay 1 into blue to tap this artifact to give creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. But we're playing that because it's an artifact and enchantment at the same time, giving you 2 fairies for the price of 1. And you can possibly make 4 with any token doublers out. And here's some good old-fashioned graveyard recursion in addition to those anthems that we were talking about earlier by giving creatures you control lifelink with Whip of Erebos. More anthem effects and targeted removal. Let's go! And of course this is a no-brainer, but Sword of Feast and Famine is fantastic in this deck for not only being able to get a free land untap because your creature has flying and a ton of evasion, you get to make people discard cards, and disruption in any form is just fantastic, especially in colors like Esper. And speaking of combat damage effects, why not more flyers? And finally, the easiest way to pop off in any token-centric deck is to turn those little creatures into mana rocks. All the way back from episode 1, it's Chief Engineer again, baby! Artifact spells you cast have Convoke. You probably have a lot of artifacts already in your deck, so why not make your 1/1 creatures work for you? This has been a deck tech on the fairy that stole her look from Liliana. No, seriously, what's up with that? And that's How to Break It. Also, shout out to Lexi for not only the comment, but the shout out in her recent TikTok content. I cannot thank you enough. If you guys have any ideas on other commander strategies for How to Break It, please leave it in the comments. I'll be reading them. See ya!